What is up, guys? It is the Redstone Scientist here on the second channel, TRS the number 2. Welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. Now, this probably is going to be exactly a 1 hour episode. Wow, it's too loud on my end. Oh, you could use minus and plus to zoom in and out. Kind of not useful. But anyway, where we last left our heroes, we were talking to Ranga. Oh man, the hype is so much when you see the White March advertisements on the main menu of this game. Oh my god, the hype is so real. I'm like, we don't even know like the characters' backgrounds yet. So, we have a number of things to do today. We have to talk to this girl, this Aumaua woman, this very large Aumaua woman. We need to, hold on, I'm just turning my phone off. We need to talk to, what's his name? I want to call him Discord, Durance. About his life and stuff because he's a little weird. And we also need to reevaluate our whole strategy in combat. We need to move our items around. So, yeah, gonna be a packed episode today. Let's talk to Ranga.
Hail, traveler.
Oh, wow, that voice so does not match her. Ranga greets you with a stoic nod. I'm gonna give her a different voice. Wait, no, it's a woman. How about... Right.
Something you need?
Yeah, what's that Shourup doing here?
Who, Tana? He helps me gather ingredients, work the cauldron, things like that. He's been quite a help around here.
The Shourup lets out a rattling chirp, and bares its teeth in what you guess is intended to be a cheerful expression. Let's not be so upfront. Let's say, do you have anything for sale?
Certainly. Have a look.
Ooh. We got stew, potion of minor endurance. I'm not so big into these potions and stuff, so let's see. No weapons, none of that. Right, because she's a ripple sponge? Remove ripple sponge crash. I don't know what that is. Plus 10% maximum endurance for 600 Wow, this is actually really good. Oh, but it's minus 4 resolve for 600 seconds. That's not good, because we use that... What does that use for in combat? In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. So, that could be bad. And what is the sponge crash? I don't know, but let's just get one, just to say we have one. Gold Rot Shoe. So I guess, I don't know what that means. Plus 3 might, plus 1 move speed, minus 2 perception. What is perception used for in combat? Contributes to accuracy. We could get one just to say we have it. 1. Ah, but that looks good. The stew? Oh, they only have one of those. Okay, let's get all that stuff. But again, we have to reevaluate our inventory and everything. All right, let's talk to her.
Welcome.
Who are you? All right, I guess I'm going to give her the voice they want her to have.
My name is Ranga. I lived in Gilded Vale a long time, working as a healer and a midwife. Perhaps you've been to that place? You'll understand then why I might choose to come south. In any case, it is far more comfortable here by the shore where I can hear the water, and I still get visitors from time to time. Perhaps you're in need of something?
Why, yes, Alfra sent me here. She says that you know some way to ensure that her child is not a hollowborn.
Ah, more of Lord Radric's frightened flock. She nods slowly. You are kind to come all this way. Poor Alfra must be beside herself. I imagine she gave you something for payment. Whatever it is, you keep it. I don't need coin. I need you to do something for me instead.
Ranga points inland.
There is a Shourup tribe to the northeast, led by one of their priests. Tana was exiled from there some time ago, and their scouts still lurk about this place, waiting for an opportunity to end his life.
The Shourup lets out a rattling squawk, head drooping. That was my rattling squawk.
One day I will have to go for supplies, and I will come back to find my assistant slain. How will I help anyone then?
She shakes her head.
You rid me of this nuisance, and I will do what I can for Alfra. And throw in something for you, too.
Well, I had to kill Shourups on the way here. They won't bother you anymore.
Truly? You are very efficient with your favors. Here, something for your trouble.
Oh, so I guess we just finished it right there.
Something for all your trouble. She nods and claps her hands once. Good. Then I shall set my full attention now upon the remedy for Alfra.
Oh, so we got a bunch of potions. That's good.
I will get started in the mixture, but I need one more ingredient. Some spores from the creatures in that cave there.
She points just north of a little stretch of beach.
Sporelings, they call them. It is useful material. I need one for the mixture. You are welcome to any others we find.
I don't want to ask if you have a third favor for me to do after this. Let's just say I have some spores here, because we actually went.
So you do. Excellent. Give one here, and I'll add it to the cauldron.
This should not take long. Look, they're bending down.
The mixture is ready. Take this to Alfra. Tell her to drink it before bed, as it induces sleep. She should find herself more energetic in the mornings. Tell her to eat more fish and cheese. The potion will sustain a healthy appetite. Grant her strength. She's a rather frail woman, from what I remember of her.
Wait, I thought this was a cure, not a treatment. Wait, I don't know. I thought this was a cure.
I can tend to ailments of the body. I cannot cure an affliction of the soul, certainly not one inflicted by the gods.
Ranka crosses her arms.
I've explained many times, people will believe what they want. So let her believe. Perhaps that will help. Faith is a powerful thing. In the meantime, she will feel much improved, and if her child should not be claimed by the legacy, then it will be born healthy. That I will promise.
Fine, I'll be going then.
I have done what I can, as promised. Tell Alfra I wish her well.
Great. Is there anything else we have to say to her? I could use some rest if you don't mind sharing your camp. Actually, could we use some rest? Just in case it's a one-time thing? Nah, we don't need rest. We don't need rest. We could talk to Tana. Tana grins toothily. Toothily. That's such a funny adjective, or adverb. Toothily. The size of that window always gets reset. Remember, originally we were playing in 1080, but I decided not to, just because it would look better on YouTube. Okay, so, number of things to do today. Oh, I guess the next thing we want to do is talk to Durance.
What?
Also, we need to look at all of our spells and everything, learn about this guy. We need to deal with our AI scripts. We got a lot of stuff to do today. I don't remember his voice.
Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words.
So, I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
So why were we supposed to meet?
The why of it is you're a watcher.
Remember, we didn't tell him that. He just knows. He snorts.
A watcher runs two roads of why. For me, it's more a matter of what. There was a time when I wouldn't have spared a thought for your words, or even bothered with you. But now, seeking out watchers is what I do. To put the truth to them, see which of the two ways they bend.
He smiles lightly, taunting. And what two ways are those? Probably good and evil.
Either you're a dry field in need of a harvest burning.
He frowns for a moment, his eyes flat.
Or you're lost in the darkness. Either way, you can see differently from others.
He gives a half smile, then his tone becomes accusing.
I can tell by the way you noticed the staff, first off. Not many can see it at first, nor the etchings or the flames, but your eyes.
He stares at you almost eagerly, nodding.
Your eyes traced the path. That I could see.
So which are you, a dry field or lost in the darkness? Durance's face tenses.
The day we don't trade that question back and forth is the day our paths no longer need to be joined. And the trial.
Durance's hand clenches his staff.
The trial is done.
So, you're putting me on trial then?
You know this nation is diseased. Don't need to be a watcher to see it in the children. The politics. The men that stalk the roads with knives in hands and murder in their eyes. This land needs a life again. New seeds planted in the burned soil.
His voice drops, mocking, and his eyes narrow.
And something tells me you could see the path to making that future happen, Watcher. Your kind always does. So then, we need to make sure you see truly now. This nation, its people. Don't need any more lies blinding them, nor do I. You test a truth. You don't blindly accept it.
So how do you plan to test? I want to ask, why does he need to test me? Like, who is he to the world?
Sharing the road, of course. One truth to match another. Matching each other's pace. Keeping rhythm. Other priests can keep their teachings and rantings. For my faith, my teaching, sharing the road is a simple, hard truth.
His smile widens and his hands tap against his waist once, then twice.
And when you knock one truth against the leg of another, why, both legs stand firm. But now if you strike a lie at the knee with the same force,
his smile dies and his eyes narrow.
Why, you make a cripple with but one leg to stand on.
So maybe he actually is a cripple, is why he carries the staff, although he's not walking like that. So is that why you carry that staff?
Is that why I...
Durance is about to launch another volley of words, blinks, then he rolls his head back and laughs deeply. The laughter coming until it seems the air will run out of his lungs, until it seems forced.
Perhaps your words are worth listening to, Watcher.
He frowns, any trace of humor gone.
But the truth will win out. Keep pace, and we'll see.
All right, let me ask you about something else.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
I wanted... Actually, tell me about Magron.
Oh, you know her. You must.
He gives a bit of chuckle, then his tone evens out.
She's a many-headed bitch.
I don't know her. Who is Magron? I don't remember. Is that, like, in there? Do we know Magron? What is your view on Magron?
She's a goddess, as fickle as they come.
It's weird what
With all
is
the
voiced and what
feelings you'd
isn't.
expect of an empress and a whore. Too many eyes, too many wants, too much to hold on to. That's the failing of a god.
Oh, she's a
More
god, I guess.
aspects than words to describe her, like most of them. A god with many nations to oversee, only serves to spread herself too thin.
So, he's against Magron, who I guess is a goddess.
Although flame rarely crosses twice. So perhaps that is the only truth she embraces. Who knows? Gods get greedy. When it comes to fire, fire is a god's hunger.
So what are her aspects? Durance begins to count on his fingers, chanting it off.
War transforms, fire consumes, trials purify.
So maybe he is for Magron, because he's into this whole trials thing.
Warfare, fire, consuming, purification, and most of all, transforming. Trials as well, but all things are put to the test anyway. A trial can consume, purify, transform.
So I guess he is of the religion who believes in Magron as the god, as opposed to Aethys or something. And I guess he was speaking to Magron on that stone there? Is that it?
They are linked. Although at its heart is the flame, and the flame is what matters. It is the source of all things. Guess they should have started with that, eh? Any fool around a campfire knows that.
Well, without flames and fire, we would have made little progress in the dark. I'm kind of lost here. The guy speaks in these big circles.
To hear some of the inner fires tell it around the hearth and bellows, even in the halls of Ashfall, you'd think that fire brought life to man, and that fire was Magron. Some of the older texts say she rubbed her hands together and they burst into flame, or another god shafted her like a poker.
So there are different perspectives on her, then. He grunts.
Mine is only one sight among many.
Durance frowns, pauses, then his eyes take on an eager gleam.
But here's one. I can speak to how the losing side sees her, and that should tell you enough. Let me speak to what an Aedern sees.
Okay, so what is an Aedern see? I'm kind of lost here. If anybody knows, can explain this whole Magron thing to me, tell me in the comments if I don't figure it out by the end of the episode.
The Aederans have a proper, polite translation for her. Excellence in war, tactical discipline.
He snorts.
That's why they lost the fucking colony, of course. They were properly stilled quoting that one while we had them bent across the decks. All their guns and cannons are fine, but useless when your staff is cracking light into their skulls, dispensing red gifts left and right.
Durance's fists tighten and he laughs.
Aderins call that elevation divine awareness. Those words are as welcome as shit on one's boots. And that's all they took back with them while they were running.
He shakes his head.
A lesson learned at the wrong time. Almost feel a pang of sympathy for them. Almost.
Lesson? What do you mean?
Excuse me. The title of a god isn't knowing a god. Adhering to words rather than walking the path. Testing yourself in the heat of it. Walk until the words are stripped away and you feel it burning in your heart. That is the lesson.
You know, he speaks so poetically, and I've always had trouble with poetry, just sort of penetrating the meaning of it. I have a lot of trouble with this. Isn't knowing a god. So I guess it's not about knowing your god as much as it is knowing what their teachings are.
That Aderin politeness.
And I guess that's what Aderins think of it.
Aderin politeness, that pretty adherence to the word of scripture as they saw it. That burned their ships, scarred them, kept them running throughout the Deerwood campaign.
He snorts.
Divine awareness. There's no true faith in waiting to be tested. The best in battle have already shit themselves plenty, shit themselves until they're dry and can focus on the killing.
Okay, enough about Magran.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
Wait, looks like there's more to read there. Oh, okay. That's all I want to discuss for now. I want to take a look at if we know anything about Magran and the deities. Magran. Goddess of war, fire, transformation, purification, consumption, and trials. Patron goddess of the Deerwood, thought to have blessed the god hammer bomb that destroyed Waidwin and possibly Aethys. And Deerwood, we already know, is right, because there was a conflict with Ader. This territory became independent. So, the Ader Empire... Okay, so they were once all part of the Ader Empire. Now, it's the patron goddess of Deerwood. And he was saying the Aderins think that worshiping God is all about this, but the Deerwoods, who I assume he's one of them. Can we look on here? Race, Meadowfolk, here, background, the Deerwood clergyman. He's also from the Deerwood, okay. He's from Adir, and we are from the Living Lands. Right. Gentry, farmer, clergyman. Okay, makes sense. Now let's continue talking to him.
What?
I have questions.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinny.
Does she have any allies?
Some, shaped for hunt and war.
He pauses his finger.
Abidan the Golem, Galawain and his beasts. The latter keeps us honest and awake. The other makes the tools by which we punish those who are not.
It's so hard to penetrate what he says. Like, so we asked, does she have any allies? Okay. I guess it's good that we're finding all this out, and hopefully it's improving our lore. What did I ask? Abaddon.
Not surprised you haven't heard. More gods than weeds in a field, and those are only the ones of this lifetime. They come and go, but are always here at the same time.
What?
Abaddon used to look human.
Durance grunts.
Got killed, then built a new body for himself. Transformation, with Magran's help.
Who is this? We'll have to look in the encyclopedia, see. I assume it's another deity.
Perhaps she needed her own blacksmith to tend the fires. If so, Abaddon serves it.
Durance frowns.
He's a weapon. A tool. Not a god in my mind. Still, the people of Deerwood, the cities especially, hold him dear. So be it.
So it sounds like he's got some controversial ideas on the religion of Deerwood. He's extremely spiritual, as a priest should be.
Although if the reward for hard work and craftsmanship is a body like his, I'll keep my blood and my cock and hips to thrust it with.
Again, not a PG game. So you also mentioned Galawain.
Monster Father, the Great Hound, and as for monsters, this world has quite a bit. and not just the ones on two legs. It's as if he's made monsters solely to hunt them, to remind men, I guess he's the father of all monsters, to remind men of their place. He's busy making more, I suspect. More monsters than sense, variation upon variation.
What do you mean?
His aspects are a confusing bunch, and considering he respects reversals of fortune, especially in beasts, perhaps not so confusing.
Aspects are a confusing bunch, considering he respects reversals of fortune. I'm trying to understand everything he's talking about. His aspects. What does aspects mean in this context? Like his personality traits, his traits, his affiliation, like transformation, war, like, is that it? Considering he respects reversals of fortune, especially in beasts, perhaps not so confusing. No reason why Magran and he share a bed in my eyes. It must be the husband or lover of Magran.
Even if he does believe in the trial. A filthy Orlan god in many ways, howling and mewling, perhaps like they do. They can keep their beasts. I'll take fire and weapons any day.
So he's a pretty violent priest as well. I wanted to ask you something else about Magran. Who are her enemies?
Keep troubling me, and I may extend the tithe bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keep us until the next campfire.
Yes?
Can we not?
If doubts and curiosity plague you,
let mysteries and questions remain with him, at least until the next time we rest. Okay, so we can wait to talk to him more till the next rest, I guess. Now, the next thing we want to do, after we go back to turn this quest in, not this quest, let's look at the deities again. Galawain is god of the hunt, assassins, pursuit, wilderness, and predatory creatures, sometimes thought to take the form of a fur-clad hunter or of the great hound. Galawain favors the survival of the strong and the cunning of the weak. Abaddon, god of golems, machines, and industry, strength, hope, and aspiration, favored most commonly upon the laboring class. The golem is thought to have once been able to take a human-resembling form, as most of the other gods are, but then been somehow killed, only to forge himself back into existence inside the shell of an immense golem. Various accounts of his death exist, and none is considered definitive. Is there any... Okay, that's not what we want. I guess it's an automatic link thing, because it's not in context. What else did we want to do here? We got our journal, we got... Where is this guy? In Valewood. Okay, so that's north, I think. We're still going there. Trials of Durance. So I guess we just gotta keep talking to him every time we rest. Return to Alfra. Black Meadow. Cadnois. Okay, so let's take a look at the map here. Nothing here is what we need so far until Cadnois. We could try going in the different directions here. I don't remember how to get there, but Valewood is way up here, which is where we want to go. So I suggest we head to Gilded Vale, turn in this quest, then go to Valewood, because Cadnois is a ways away. And as you know, I like to take my time with all this stuff. And then on our way to Valewood, maybe we can... Actually, let's just see where this takes us.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah, let's see where this takes us. This'll take us... Okay, this doesn't reveal anything, though. Does it? Like, it won't let us go to any of these places. Oh, I guess we could go to Magran's Fork from here. Can we skip over something? We can! We can actually skip over things. Yeah, accept. I guess it just takes more hours. So what are the consequences of these hours that are going by? Anything? They're like, is that okay? Like, why would it not be okay? What happens in those hours? Does our health go down or what? I don't think so. Okay. Have we talked to these guys yet? Hugo and Ronan? As you near, I feel... Okay, another one of these. I like these. Hugo. You see a room, bright, warm, and covered in greenery. There isn't a spot in the entire space that doesn't have some kind of plant growing in it. Small germinating seeds in a corner here, large sprawling vines climbing the walls there. Although most of the plants are actually in some kind of container, there are a few that have grown from the dirt floor itself. These are just as lovingly cared for as anything else in the room. This man wanders through the plants, smiling at each and every one, an old pipe clenched between his teeth. Stopping next to one, he touches a leaf, lifting it up to look at the underside, then gently rubs it between his fingers. He takes a small handful of the soil it grows in and crushes it with his fingers. Satisfied, he drops the soil back into the pot and continues to the next plant. He hums a low, cheery tune as he moves among the plants, occasionally stopping to sing a few words of something to one of them. Finally, he reaches the door, having visited every plant in the room. He turns back to look at them, a look of serene pleasure on his face. Then he turns back and is gone. I want to check to see if it's in the cyclopedia about whether... Lore. Watcher. About whether it's past souls, I'm pretty sure. See souls and sometimes even read them or commune with them. So, are we looking at the souls in the current life or the old souls? Because that's not clear to me. I'm really not sure. Animancy. Signs of soul manipulation. Essence. I honestly don't remember. Let's see in the journal if it says in the biography. You arrived in Gilded Vale. Let's see. Watcher. You learn that you're a Watcher, perhaps as a result of your brush with death, and it's going to be... So, still not sure what it means. Visions. Visions and whispers. The Old Watcher. You know what? They'll probably tell us at Cadnois. Let's listen to Ronan Turonian. Ronan Turonian! You see a group of people standing around a wagon transfixed on a sword as it swings in a large, graceful arc. This man holds the sword, passing it from hand to hand with relaxed ease, making the blade dance in front of his audience. He tosses it into the air, spins, then puts his arm behind his back to catch it. The crowd claps excitedly, and a couple of them gasp, certain they were about to see a tragedy. So I think it's current life, and I think he's like a performer. Turn the brightness up here. Okay. So what were we going to do? We were going to go see Alfra. I think is her name. Map. Oh, look, it even has with the lights. Were those there before? I don't remember. Ingrod's house. Alfra's house is no longer labeled, it appears. Oh, no, it's over here. It's over here. Let's just follow them. There ought to be an option to have, like, auto-follow your characters. I also want to see, is there an option to always have the tips on there? Oh, we can actually upgrade it. By the way, here's the upgrade, here's the new thing in this new patch, which is Storytime mode is for players who are more interested in exploration and story development than the challenge of combat. While Storytime is active, the enemy composition of battle is the same of normal difficulty, yada yada yada. You're not interested in that, because we're not playing that. But just in case you were interested, there's your... And then I told her, that's not the pistol! Ha 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 ha! So yeah, if you don't have a name, then you can't have a vision, I think, is the point. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? Big money, no Amy, no Amy, no Amy. Stop! Oh, the cat! Guys... I will be so angry if by the end of this game we do not get to have that hound on us with us for our adventures from the inn, or at least this cat. I would prefer the dog though.
Greetings.
Cause the dog, it's sad because the dog doesn't have an owner.
You were some time away.
I don't remember her voice.
I worried you wouldn't return. Is that it? Have you brought it?
Alfred looks at you hopefully.
What did Ranga say?
Yes, I have it. Here it is. This episode is probably going to be called the placebo effect, because this is sort of a placebo potion. It's going to make her feel healthier, but she said it's, like, doesn't actually do it.
You really did it. Oh, bless you, bless you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Now my baby will be safe.
Alfred beams at you.
I can't thank you enough.
We don't, just in case there's, like, some sort of a placebo effect going on, like Ranga said, that there was a, you know, there's power in belief, which is another way of saying the placebo effect. Glad to be of assistance. Nod. Maybe let's just nod. Let's nod.
Here, take this. You can keep what remains of Ranga's payment, too.
You've gained 10 copper.
Thank you again. I'll take this before I settle into bed. Perhaps I'll finally rest easy.
I wish she looked a little bit older and troubled. All right, but we gained a whole mess of experience. So what does it mean to get party experience? Does that mean that every single person in the party gains experience? I think that is what it means. Okay. We'll have to do that later again. Is this stealing? This is stealing. Okay. Wait, what was that last thing in the chat there? Oh, you've gained major reputation with Gilded Veil. Great. Okay. The next thing I want to do is go to Valewood, I think, is what we decided to do. Then we're going to continue on our way towards... Oh.
Hold, sir, but a moment.
A hooded man waits upon the road, clad in a green coat. Kolsk, we know this guy. This is the... oh my god, it's on to my... So this is the guy... This is like the other side of the war. In the war of... I don't remember what the war is called, but it was the one that Adair fought in, and it was the side that didn't believe that, what's his name, the Wadewind guy, was Aethys. So this is the side that Adair was on, but it was sort of the opposing side from the popular opinion.
Hold, sir, but a moment.
Hooded man waits upon the road, clad in a green cloak. He strides forward to meet you as you approach, and at a closer distance, his features are revealed for those of a younger man, though lined with weariness. He appears to be favoring his left leg as he walks, and there's a dark stain upon the fabric of his trousers, under the knee. Even so, he greets you with a polite bow.
It seems that you have done dear Alfra a great service.
The man nods towards the nearby house.
And Slug's Compass is a dangerous place, and yet you were willing...
That was not a dangerous place, come on.
And yet you were willing to venture there to help her.
I'm starting to think maybe we should be on normal difficulty and not easy.
Gilded Vale needs such courage in these dark times. Stout hearts willing to do what is necessary to save these people.
He turns to look out over the village.
Can I count you among that number?
Let's just refresh our memory about who this is.
Only a man determined to see Gilded Vale restored to its former glory. There was a time, stranger, when Gilded Vale was worthy of its name. The wheat shone like gold on the hills, and the village's people lived well.
I don't know about the golden crops, but there are less flies anyway. Should be fewer, not less.
And what has become of it now?
They're really far away to be talking.
Whatever has caused the blight upon our lands, it is not the fault of its people. Radric looks to punish us for crimes we have not committed, and in turn he is blind to his own. I am not, and he will pay for what he has done. I, Kolsk, swear it by the flame. Like many tyrants, he has surrounded himself with stronger men and women for fear of retribution.
The man smiles thinly.
And so you are warned. If you would press on despite that, however, I wonder if we might not help one another.
Why is that a lie? Of course, I'm a very helpful person. So, I don't understand. Is he just like... What's he doing here? What is it you want me to do? The man nods, standing a little straighter.
It is a grim task that I ask of you, but I assure you there is no other option. Lord Radric must be stopped. Too long has Gilded Vale suffered under Radric's madness. He would cure Waidwin's legacy by ensuring there are none alive in the village to be afflicted. I fear his own wife Ygritte may be at risk. The man has no mercy in him. We have not stood idle. My people and I breached the defenses, intent on ending Radric's rule ourselves. We entered through the sewers under cover of night, but we were routed.
His face darkens.
There are...
He's out of jail? Or whatever?
There are dark creatures down there in the dungeons. The work of Radric's Animancer. It falls to you. Lord Radric has called for further reinforcements, and soon there will be no stopping him. Our time grows short, and in this hour I must beg assistance where I can.
This is so weird that he's just, like, coming to us. That just seems odd. He's going to owe us more than some rubble-strewn plot of land after this.
Fling him from the ramparts, or else cut his head from his shoulders. I cannot. Once his throne lies empty, Gilded Vale will have the stewardship that it deserves.
Lord Radric does need to be stopped. He really sounds like a tyrant. So I will find him and deal with him. But I expect a big reward, because this is a huge thing.
Then I commend you on your courage, and thank you for your assistance. But I would not send you onward without due warning. Radric's hold is crawling with soldiers and sellswords, all loyal to Radric. They will not take kindly to intruders. In truth, they will be all the more alert for our failed efforts.
So I guess because they don't recognize us, that's why they can't do it?
A frontal assault would be unwise. If you would brave it, you could follow our steps and seek out the entrance to the sewers at the eastern edge of the moat.
He looks away.
But several of my men were captured. It may be the entrance has been found and sealed anew. Those men were under my command. I would be in your debt if you found some means of helping them. Once you make it inside, seek out my old friend Nedmar. He is the high priest. Baratheon, now that the shining god is fallen. A good man and...
I believe that's a religion, Baratheon.
Now that the shining god is fallen. A good man in difficult circumstances. He will listen to reason.
Durrance chortles, nearly choking on his own disdain.
Shining god. He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him.
The moniker is up... So I guess they were talking about Aethys.
He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him. The moniker is obsolete now. Ash does not shine.
It's like if someone was to call you the attractive priest, Durrance.
Nedmar can help you reach Radric, but he resides in the upper level of Radric's hold, protected by guards and mercenaries. You will have to keep to the shadows if you mean to reach him without alarming the entire keep.
Thanks for the advice. I'll make good use of it.
I consider it a blessing from the gods that I have found someone that understands honor and duty. Radric's hold lies past the Easternwood, not far to the east. May Magran bring you victory, friend. I wish you luck.
Okay. Now what? What's happening? Oh, we had to have that little thing to make it so that he left. But let's take a look at our journal, see if we can get a summary of that one. I met a strange priest in Magra... Oh, no, with that one, we don't want. But it looks like, because that's... Oh, no. That just means we had it selected. So... Here. Let's read the summary of this. Gilded Vale is ruled by Lord Radric, who resides in the keep beyond the Easternwood. But the Deerwood in the grip of the curse known as Waidwin's legacy is resorted to... Which, remember, is the thing about the Hollowborns and everything. He's resorted to harsh measures in order to root out the cause. It is made of enemies, many of whom would see him removed from power. Travel to Radric's hold. I was approached by a man who spoke against Lord Radric's cruelty. He asked that I join him in his cause and put an end to Radric's rule. The keep lies east of the Easternwood and will be heavily defended. It will be a considerable challenge to get inside. Kolsk believes that a frontal assault upon the keep would be impossible. He suggested that I attempt to find a way in through the sewers at the eastern edge of the moat. Alternately, I may be able to find some way to access the upper floor of the castle where Nedmar, Kolsk's contact, resides. Cool. Now let's take a look at our journal, because I could have sworn that Adair told us about this guy. Also, Baraths. Right, so Barath is god of death. Okay. Now, does he have anything new to say to
What's
us,
on
or
your
no?
mind?
No, I guess not. What about him? Oh, right, that's per rest, so we could do that later.
Fine.
Fine.
So, let's, one more time, take a look at our quests. What are we doing next? I guess we're going to Valewood, is that what that's called? Yeah. Valewood. Okay. Cool. I want to write a list of things names we've heard. Or, names we have heard before. So, we may not keep this all the time. So, Barath we've heard. I don't like that thing where you push enter. Magron, Aethys, Kolsk. You know what? I could do that later. It's sort of a waste of time to do that. Okay, so we're going to... We're going to get the Smith's shipment, right? No, that's within Black whatever. So where's the thing we were going to go? Late for dinner here? The innkeeper suggests you might come to harm on the road through the Valewood and is seeking aid in seeing the chef safely returned. Okay, that's where we're going. Valewood. Do we have, inventory space for whatever we find? Yeah, shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, it's a task, so it's probably not like a whole dungeon quest thing. It's probably gonna be a short deal.
You must gather your party before venturing forward.
Again, what is the meaning of these, the time, the hours it takes to get there? I'm gonna take a drink. Excuse me. Okay. Back to work! It's 3:14 now, so we're gonna need to end the episode soon. Hopefully we can get this task done. So we're looking for the bear cave. We could actually go take care of that bear right now. Remember that bear that killed that guy's friend? Who was, just by the bridge over here? We could go take care of him now that we have a bigger party. I forgot about that bear. I think the guy was standing right over there or something. Or maybe he was standing here. Ah, lots of stuff to take in there. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Okay. Well. Is there any more information about this guy? Yep, I guess we're just looking for him. I guess we just got to explore the rest of Valewood. So, this seems to be the edge of the map, so I would think to go over here. Then maybe we can go into the bear cave. Bandit camp. Tenfrith, the young dwarf tending to the stew, looks up, startled as he sees you approach. He drops his later, spattering stew across the ground.
What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off.
Ah, so we found him. Help! Please, help! One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him and he huddles. Alright. Let's see, who are these guys? We've got that bandit, so we don't really know anything about him, but this guy has got a bow. So we probably want to take him out pretty early on. Let's grab TRS. There's the light is shining on my computer screen and it's causing glare. Shoot, hold on, can I put the shade down? Yeah, there we go. Throw in some shade. Okay. There we go. Great. Okay. So, yeah, this is a fast attacker. Let's rush this guy. Then, Eder. Actually, it'd probably be better to knock this guy down, so that then we can deal, because we could deal with the other guy, because he's got ranged weapons. So, we don't need anything from him just yet, so for now, let's keep him there, right? And what kind of range does this thing get? Okay, this gets a pretty good range. Let's hit him from there. And now I think everyone has something to do, right? No, he doesn't have anything to do. Yeah, let's hit him from afar. So cool. He's hitting him. What happened to the knockdown that he was gonna do? I thought we were gonna try the knockdown thing on this guy. No. We don't want to disengage him though. So who was gonna do the knockdown then? Was it gonna be me? No. I don't know what's going on. Does everyone have a job? Yeah, they do. No, I didn't want to disengage. Shoot. Okay, things are going okay. Okay, he's gone. Alright, now everyone attack him. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Then we'll go talk to Tenfrith. Let's just make sure to loot them first.
If you give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Wait, does that actually have an effect? Or no, I guess it just means that his inventory's full.
Good day, stranger.
Strange? That's how he greets us?
By the flame, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. Did Pasca send you? Oh, she must be beside herself. I must get back to at once. But listen, the next time you're in Gilded Vale, make sure to drop by the Black Hound. I'll let her know what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do you right. She'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again.
Oh, what a cutie! What a cutie pie! Okay, so we need to do that. Let's go fight the bear, and then I think we're gonna end this episode short. And then in between episodes, I will deal with reconfiguring our party and reevaluating our items and everything, and then I could share with you what I've learned on camera after that. Shoot, I forgot to check if there was anything valuable over here. Was there anything valuable over here? Yeah, we could... There was stuff to get. Okay, let's, Oh, I guess they're full. So let's get this. And that. Anything else? This. And this. The tent is empty, but for a pair of stained cots and the stink of unwashed bodies. Okay. Now we can go over to the bear cave. Let's waste this bear. Like, I'm all for animal rights and everything, but this bear killed that guy's friend. The poor thing. Let's go waste him. What happened now? Aloth, what did you do? Where? What are we being attacked by? Ah, over there. A Showrip. In one of these things. Yeah, everyone just attack him from here. It's fine. Switch that out. He's weak. It's fine. Yeah, our attacks are actually severely weak. Although I keep forgetting about damage reduction, which is why we get that sort of thing. Let's grab these flowers. I keep forgetting to press tab and check what other goodies we can get.
Your party before venturing forth.
Okay. There's the bear and that soul. All right. Easy now. Let's everybody go into stealth mode. You are going to do the supreme damage from afar. That stuff.
Fire bless this.
Wait, whoa. Oh, I meant to pause the game. Whoops. Okay. Well, now everyone can get out of stealth mode, I guess. He can go try knocking him down. Does we know anything about him? It looks like he has pretty low defend by 67. Okay, we can try that. Aloth let's do a spell. Let's do the missiles. That's my favorite. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll have... He's already doing something. He's doing something. Wait, is he doing something already? So I don't understand. Is this a... I thought this is an attack. Yeah. Then, over here, we'll have TRS go in with the melee.
That's it!
Oh, wow. One hit from Aloth. Wow.
Of course.
That was epic. Okay. Let's have...
Hey,
Shoot, did we not take it? Did we not just take the bear hide that I worked so hard to get? Oh, well, there's a treasure chest in here anyway. Okay. Let's go talk to this guy. That's not TRS, by the way. That's a dare. That was weird. A lost figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur in twisting, cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into awaiting darkness. Light blooms at the edge of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the Vale, hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There's a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there's a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great, dark shape above you. And then there is more pain. So what? I guess killed by the friend? Oh, so the guy who said that the bear killed him, turns out he was actually killed by his friend. It was murder. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you see a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what he's done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright. So it sounds like he wants that, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. Cool. Open this up. That's all we get. I guess this was supposed to be a low-level thing, because we did defeat him pretty darn fast. Mice crawl through eye sockets and over femurs. Awful. But here's some more of this stuff. The coral. Alright, cool. Let's do one last thing before we wrap up. I think we should confront Knowlton. Alright, we're gonna confront Knowlton in Gilded Vale, and then we're gonna end the episode. I kind of wish TRS was in the front so he could do the exploration and going up to things, but he's not as strong as Adair. Okay. Let's go to... Whoops. Let's go to over there so we can get some of the thingy. Here they come. It's so funny the way they run. Okay. Okay. Back to Gilded Vale. Again, I don't understand the purpose of those hours. Because our endurance doesn't go down or anything. Maybe fatigue? Is that it? Could be fatigue. I'll have to check. And where does he supposedly live? Naunton. He lives in the nearby town of Gilded Vale. So I guess maybe at the pub we should go and see him? I don't really know where to check for him. Those guys are new. We haven't seen their stories yet, but we won't do that right now. Let's see. Let's go over to the Black Hound. I feel like we may find him over there, or we could at least ask about him. These are just villagers. Let's see. Boy, this game would be like totally different with different classes, you know? Villagers. We could go talk to her, but... Alright, we'll go talk to her first. Maybe she'll give us the dog.
Hail and well met.
Although, he is the mascot of this place.
Hello, and welcome to the... The innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what would you like?
I don't know. Nothing right now, I guess. I want the dog! Come on! We're looking for Orlon Server, Brethen, Swainer. We want to find Naunton. Is that him? Villager. I don't remember what he looks like. Drunkard. He's not a villager. He's just a drunkard. We've already seen those two. Tenfrith is back there. He's whipping something up. We could talk to him later. But where is my hairbrush?
You must gather your party before venturing
Yeah,
forth.
I know. If this were like TV, like, you know, every time a commercial airs, you get paid residuals. So, like, what if every time the game said, you must gather your party before venturing forth, the voice actor who did that got paid? Oh, the alarm is off. Okay, so we need to find him soon, because then I gotta leave. Okay, let's see here. Where should we go and check? I guess we could check over here. Let's approach this way. Well, yeah, we should check, like, the center of town, because I don't know... He doesn't seem to have a house anywhere here, even though it says he lives here. Ah, some people over there. Let's see. We've got Archer, Sellsword, Urgot. Anybody else here? You would think that we would just, like, go back to where we first met Naunton, but obviously not. Is this him? Nope, I guess not. Alright, let's zoom out, yeah. Villager. Yeah, let's go in fast motion. Not really sure where to check. Can we go in here again? I don't even know where this is. I think this is Ingrod's house. Oh, Naunton. I guess, Ingrod's house, this is... Oh, I didn't realize this is the same guy that we met on the road. I forgot about that. That's why he said he knew us. I totally forgot about that. Right, I remember, I think it was either last episode or the episode before where that happened, I forgot. I don't want to say it like that, but okay. I know what really happened in that bear cave, Naunton. The color drains from Naunton's face. Oh, I don't want to do this in front of his wife or sister or whoever.
I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Ingrod looks to Nonton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss. But it was a wild animal's doing.
She seems like awfully aware.
Nonton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing?
Yeah, honestly, stop. I have no patience for cowards and liars.
Nonton flinches, but meets your gaze. After a moment, he sets his jaw and nods. Fine. I confess it. I did it. I saw to it he'd never leave that cave. His hand falls to his sword belt, and I'd do it again. Nonton, wait! Ingrod raises a hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. Oh, so he knows. She knows. So, was Pearlie the guy who died? Nonton isn't related to her, I guess. I don't know. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pained. Oh, okay, so she was like having an affair. She looks away, expression pained. And that's why they were packing their bags to, like, leave. So, having an affair, Nonton killed the husband, Pearlie. Nonton, we met and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. She looks down at the satchels. We've some coin saved up. You can have it if you'll only let us go. I feel like somehow Ingrod isn't as guilty. I don't know. Unless it was her idea. I don't want them to start a new life, but I also kind of don't want to attack. I'm taking it to the magistrate. I do not want the magistrate hanging them. I think we should just attack. Pearlie doesn't get a second... You don't get a second chance after murder. You don't... No. Blind fool. Nonton draws his blade. You won't take this from us, not for that wretch! Alright, TRS. It's all up to you, man. Well, it's not all up to you. It's up to 4 of us. Oh, we gotta kill Ingrod, too? Okay. Let's, we don't want to... Let's not do any spells in here. Let's both go after Ingrod there. These two will go after... Yeah, 2v2. 2v1, I guess. So everyone can team up there. Oh, let's switch out weapons, though. Ooh, that was hard hit. What's he doing? Get out of this mode. Stop. Stop doing what you're doing. Yeah, he's like, I can't believe he's vigorous defense he's got. Okay. Let's see. Task completed. There's enough experience to level up. We can level everyone up. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we can get. I don't know where all that stuff went, because he doesn't have a large enough inventory for it all. I guess it went in the stash. Where are the satchels with all the coin in it? I want those satchels. Okay, well, anyway, let's level everyone up, and then we will call it an episode. Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, let's level up now. Yes? Let's level up now. All right. Ooh, we have 7 points to spend. Okay, so let's get... We like having... Yeah, he's our lockpick, so let's up our mechanic skill. Lore, I really like using those scrolls. What does athletics do again? Characters with athletics can use a second wind ability. Athletics is used for physical feats. So is that the only purpose of it? Just that skill? We also have stealth, which we haven't really needed. First 6 ranks grant the following bonuses. Great. I want all that stuff. And that's all we can afford right now. Wait, what did that say? Good. Unused points will carry to the next level. Okay. Next are talents.
We need some more healing stuff, even though we have a priest among us. I'd still like a healing thing. Although, what are intense flames? Augments the power of the paladin's flames of devotion, increasing its damage. Offensive, savage attack. Unbridled ferocity. It'll sacrifice melee accuracy for significant boost in damage. Nah. Nah. Let's see. Utility. Grants Heart of the Storm. Well, I don't know what Heart of the Storm... Oh, okay. Effects. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that we could get. Let's look back at our class talents. Strange Mercy. Paladin defeats an opponent. Nearby allies gain endurance. By the way, do these things carry over? Like, do we get to try these next time? Because that's been unclear to me. No, it says no new class unlocked, so that's okay. So, which means that these were there before. Nearby allies gain endurance. That's pretty good. I like that. Heal endurance in nearby allies. I like this. Let's get that one. Or, oh, maybe the talent unlocks. I don't know if those were there before. Maybe, maybe not. All right, now Aloth. Let's level up Aloth. All right. He needs... Oh, wow, he's actually got really high lore. Interesting. Up his stealth, why not? Up his survival. Actually, he really needs a lot more survival. Let's do that. So was this stuff all here before? I guess so, because these were... Ooh, Jolting Touch. We like Jolting Touch. We like that one. That was a very helpful spell. We definitely want to get that. So now, talents. Bonus first level spell. Again, an extra spell cast. We like that. Definitely like that. Snooze again. Running out of time. Concentrates the power of blast, negating some of the target's damage reduction. That'd be useful also. Grimoire Slam. Whoops. Arcane Veil. Protective Shield of Magic, dramatically boosting the wizard's deflection. Yeah, he has pretty low deflection. But I kind of want that extra spell. That's really good. Sweet. All right, we got 2 more to go, and then I really have to go and get ready for class. Okay, he's got a lot of stuff. Mechanics, yeah, why not? He needs 1. Survival, he's pretty good with survival right now. Let's give him 2 lore so you can at least use that Jolting Touch scroll. We got him. Athletics, he's pretty good on. Stealth, he's at the front of the pack, so it'd be good to give him some stealth. Yeah, another survival, why not? And then, what are we going to do next? How about... Find a disable traps. I didn't know you could actually disable traps. So that's important because he's at the front of the pack, so he should be able to disable traps pretty well. Let's give him one of those. Looks good. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, so these talents are universal for all of them except for class. So let's take a look again at the class. He doesn't have too many of them, so... Increase the fighter's awareness while in defender mode, granting a bonus to fortitude, reflexes, and will. Fighter mode is kind of hard to use. Bonus knockdown. Additional use of knockdown per encounter. That's good. What else do we have on offensive side? Because he's good with that. Grants interrupting blows. That's good. Against all spirits. That's too specific. Against all vessels. Again, too specific. What does this do? Okay, I get it. So, but we don't let... That's a whole other thing. What is Savage Attack? Oh, right. We already know what that is. Envenom Strike. Raw damage over time. So, effects over 9 seconds. That's really good. I like that. That's a good one. Let's get Envenom Strike. And again, I'm going to deal with our inventories and stuff in between episodes. And reevaluate our plan. Ooh, he's actually attractive in there, in this picture. Okay. Definitely need these up survival, because he's not doing so well. Interesting. Health doesn't seem to be all that important in this game. So far, at least. It's really about endurance. definitely, let's just give him 3 survival, because he needs it bad. Upgrade his athletics, definitely. Okay, that looks good. Ooh, okay. Maybe another bonus first level spell. Although, utility, he's the healer. I don't even think we have any healing spells on him yet, though. Well, let's see. Dazing any enemies in the area of effect. Faithful of Magron gain an accuracy bonus with sword and... Oh, so actually your background also has to do, I think, with what spells you get and stuff. Cast a special version of Burst of Summer Flame. Modifies Holy Radiance. No, I don't like that. Because that... Inspiring... Allies get an accuracy bonus from the Priest's Holy Radiance, which I like. Okay. Let's do that. That's good. So then, everyone's a little bit more accurate there. Nice. Okay. Alright guys, unfortunately that is all I have time for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, or better yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the main channel, The Redstone Scientist, which I guess won't be linked to the description, but you know where to find it. Anyway guys, that is all I have time for. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all next time.